Hey guys, welcome back to another questions edition. That's right, another one because we already had one. So this time I want to talk about how long, this is another continuation, part B, of how long is my case going to take. Now I want to talk about a legitimation case. How long is my legitimation case going to take? Well, in a way, they're shorter than a divorce case. Could be shorter, less variables, right? Because you're not dealing with any property. You're not dealing with like debts and stuff like that. You're not dealing with alimony, right? All you have these things that would be in a divorce that you don't have. However, you have one of the biggest parts of a case, which is child custody and child support. Those are two very highly contested issues a lot of times, which is why people end up in court over it. Now, can you have an uncontested legitimation? Absolutely. In fact, I recommend, this is just my 2 cents, I recommend if you are a dad who is not married to the mother of your child and you guys get along great, even if you're not together anymore, go ahead and approach her with filing for legitimation just to get it legal, just to get everything set and down. That is going to protect you so much because if anything ever happens to your relationship, or even if anything ever happens to the mother, you would be able to still stay in your child's life. You cannot be blocked by any random outbursts of the mother, and you could not be blocked by, let's say, like I said, if something happened to the mother, you wouldn't be blocked by, the court system, like juvenile court or something. You would already have that, like, I'm the legal father, please give custody to me should anything happen to mom. So I digress on that one. That's my PSA. Please, dads, please legitimate. It's so important. Oh my goodness. I'll have to soapbox about that another time. But so you're dealing with something that's very important. So if you do not agree on custody, so sometimes moms just block completely the legitimation. They say, nope, dad abandoned his right. He hasn't been in the child's birth since they were born, blah, blah, blah. Then you're looking at a fight because then you have to prove, number one, that you are the biological father through DNA test. And then number two, that you have a right to be declared the legal father because you did not give up on your interest to legitimate the child and to be dad. You have to show that maybe mom blocked you. You have to show that you tried, but you didn't know where they were. She didn't tell you where they were, and that's why you filed this case. So that's one step. That's the first step. Can you actually be legitimated? That's going to take a while if she's fighting. Then let's say you pass that, right? If you don't pass it, then your case is kind of over, and that's not good. Which is why I always say, please legitimate right away. Please, it's you have no idea. Don't wait. Do not wait. But the second part, right? Once you get declared the legal father, okay, what does custody look like? Who makes the decision for the child or children if you have more than one child with the same mother? Who makes the decision for the child? Where does the child live? Where do they stay with most of the time? Who's going to pay for the extracurricular activities of the child? Who's going to pay for the medical expenses of the child? Who's going to carry the child on health insurance? And those are all different things that you have to work out if they're not already agreed to. So I would say for a legitimation case, a quick legitimation case is kind of like divorce cases, a couple months, right? We already know what we want. We've got it all agreed to. We just file it, present it to the judge, make sure everything's good, and we sign off on it. We're good to go. Decent normal time, I'd say 6 months. If things are just like, oh, we got to figure out something. Now, we talked about, I think, the discovery process before. That can also happen in legitimation, which is a 6-month period. So maybe 8 months. But a year is kind of normal, especially if you have to get a guardian involved. A year and a half. 2 years is kind of a lot. 3 years is a long time. 4, there must be something going on if it's going to last that long. So you can expect your legitimation case, depending on the different variables, to last about a year or 2. I think that's fair, at least in Georgia. But yeah, so that is, once again, the question was, how long is my case going to take? And the case for this one was legitimation, which is father's rights. And that's from both sides, right? If a dad files for legitimation on mom wants to know how long could this take? Well, it depends. It depends on how much, you guys are fighting over it. But I think a year and a half is pretty standard. If you guys have stuff to fight over, it's going to be longer. If you don't, it's going to be shorter. Anyway, that's what I got for today. Hope y'all are doing great, and we'll catch you next time.